Oh, I got this little guy here. Not so little, he's actually a lot heavier and bigger than I thought. But this guy is a gift that I got from my neighbor. During this past quarantine, I've baked so many goods and I shared them with a lot of my neighbors as well as my friends. This is something that I've always wanted ever since I started baking, and when I got it, I was extremely happy. When I started baking, I was like, oh.
One day when I get better at baking, once I know a lot more recipes, I'll definitely purchase my very own mixer.
But she was very, very kind and very sweet to give me her mixer. And I'm super excited to be baking baked goods with this machine here. I think it'd be a lot easier. So for today, I wanted to make scones, and they're blueberry scones. It's gonna be my third time making it. Making scones, you don't necessarily need a mixer, but you know, why not? It's really simple, super easy. I actually found this to be one of my favorite recipes. So yeah, let's start baking. So now I am going to be putting in my dry ingredients, and you need, I'm gonna be making a lot because I'll also be making for my neighbors, but you would need 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2. So 1 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 cup of granular sugar. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. 2. Now I'm gonna be using my mixer here, so let's get my mixer in. I know you guys may think this is kind of lame, but I don't know, it's so much easier. I don't have to use. Okay, so I think that's all stirred up. Oh, wait. Crush the butter with your hands to make it so that the flour comes out as like a very sandy texture. When you're mixing it, you want to like mush it so that it has the flour like that. You can see that it's all being mushed in with the flour. You want to get 2 eggs and then 1 cold heavy cream, but I don't have cream and I don't really like heavy cream, so I'm going to be using oat milk. 1 cup of oat milk. So one thing to note is that you want to save a little bit of this liquid so that you can wipe it. You can kind of gloss your scones afterwards. And the final key thing here is you want to put your blueberries. So I have leftover frozen blueberries. But I also like to mix it in with some of my fresh blueberries as well. For this one, I will not be using a mixer because the blueberries are in here, so, and I don't really 100% know how that works, but I won't be using a mixer. I'll be just using my handy dandy fork to mix it all together. And if you notice that you want to put more blueberries as you are mixing, you can definitely just add more blueberries if you like. I think one thing I really enjoy about baking is that it's somewhat of a stress reliever. Before, when I'd always be asked the question, what's your hobby? What's your hobby? I never actually could tell anybody what my hobby was, because pretty much my hobby was meeting friends, watching TV, watching YouTube, and it was never something really, there just wasn't a really good hobby that I had that I pretty much enjoyed and doing during my spare time. And then while I've been in quarantine, since I started baking, because you know, that's the only thing you can do at home, is to cook and eat or bake something. I found this actually very stress relieving. Like in the beginning, if you don't get the recipe straight, it can be a little bit frustrating, but just keeping myself busy this way, I really enjoy it. So now I can really say, what's your hobby? I can really say, oh, baking's my hobby. So I finally found a hobby. And that is something that I wanted to find during 2020. I had many New Year's resolutions, but with the whole quarantine thing happening, you know, it's kind of some of them were kind of not possible for me to accomplish just because I felt as though it wasn't possible. I kind of had to reset my 2020 goals because, yeah, now that you have a mixed batter, you want to put it on a surface to kind of create a dough for it. A lot of flour. Just want to get a lot of flour ready. Sorry, my hands are super dirty. Triangle scones. Your remaining or wet ingredient that you had, you want to just, I don't have a brush, I know, and that's it. We finally came out of the oven. Don't look that appetizing. It took me some time to make it, but I'm excited to try it. I'm also going to be giving some to my neighbor who provided me that beautiful mixer. So I'm going to give her some, and yeah, and then I think I might also give some to my other neighbors as well as our friends. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys liked it. I'll definitely be leaving the recipe in the description box below. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.